All right, Sag, let's see what's in the cards. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. For those of you who are just finding my videos, thank you so much. Please subscribe to the channel and then ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. I make a Sagittarius video every single week, and what the videos are is a combination of astrology, tarot cards, and oracle cards, where I will divine insights into the energies that are going to most impact you this week so that you can know how to use them and really work well with them. There's always an extended reading, and I hope that you'll join me for that. There's a couple of ways to do that, including joining my Unbound membership, where you get unlimited access to all of my extended readings, as well as content that nobody else gets to see, and other wonderful perks. So please consider that. Check out my join membership page. And then, yeah, let's get into the astrology. You know, this is the week. It's going to look real good for you. I don't know how else to say it. Sagittarius, your ruling dignitary is Jupiter. And it is in the very dreamy and spiritual, as well as expansive Pisces, and it's at home there. It's one of its two castles, and yours is the main castle for Jupiter now, but it's definitely where Jupiter used to reign, and Neptune is there too. And these energies don't fight each other; they actually get along really well. It's like your BFF coming home and staying for a while. It's just like party all the time. There is the one caveat that there could be the rose-colored glasses, especially when Venus enters at the end of the week. Rose-colored glasses all around. It's just like seeing everything la vie en rose. And, you know, it's almost like being lovesick. It's going to feel really good. It's going to kind of be a high. And not that you won't be impacted by everything else around it, but I think that you'll really be loving life. And so what I'm going to do is consult the cards just to see. Let's see the deets, man. God, can you please provide me insights into what Sagittarius is going to experience or impact this week? We're going to start out nice and slow. It's all good to, ooh, time to collaborate. Now, of course, this is not just romance, and this is a general reading. Your romance reading is over in the extended. But what does this mean? I think it just means that essentially you're going to work really well with others. There's going to be this open-minded, sort of lackadaisical, but casual sweetness about you. This could be a time when you're just getting together, coming together with somebody else, and really finding that you work really well with people. You're not clashing, because everything you do has such an airy wonderfulness about it. It's almost like Jupiter on crack. There's no way that people aren't going to adore you right now. You could actually be getting together and working on a project. And if you're, I don't know, you create something, you're building something, whatever, this is going to be a beautiful, it's like synergy, man. Really, it's when two energies get together and just are right in sync. And like I told you, it's playing out in the cosmos right now. It's Jupiter and Neptune, and the perfect conjunction between them. Actually, it's within 1 degree. They just keep getting closer up until like Sunday, and that's when they're real close. And that's when Saturn actually starts to conjunct Mars, and things can get a little bit shaky right now. We're experiencing Venus conjuncting Saturn. And yeah, that could be a little bit rough too. But I honestly feel like you're just lost in your own kingdom of La La Land and just fucking loving it. This is a great time to work with people. It's a great time to get to know new people. It's a time that you will find yourself very in sync with other human beings and be playful. Light and playful. This is Gemini energy. It's happy. I don't know what else to say. Like, it's happy. I would say really get out there and have fun. If you have a significant other, Go play with them. Play as in not like sexual. I mean, you could do that too. But as in just get out there and play. Just get out there and do things and be active. And you really will have a great time. Gemini energy is, of course, also communication. So it could be, it's a great week to meet new people. You'll have the advantage of people almost just like falling in love with you and falling all over you. So take it, dude. It's almost like you drank a luck potion or a love potion. But instead of somebody else, you falling in love with somebody else, it's everybody's falling in love with you. So, yeah, it's like what you say and how you speak will be a lot lighter than it normally is. It's like sometimes Sagittariuses are known for speaking out of turn. But no, I mean, this week it's at least not going to be seen that way. It's going to be very, I don't know, fluid conversation. This could open up many doors for you in any avenues of your life. Let's keep going. We've just begun. We've only just begun. We have Panther Spirit and Seahorse Spirit. Watch and wait, reclaim your power. I guess you were looking for something, or you were waiting for something to come back in. Maybe a position to open up, or maybe energy just to clear. There's always enough. Anytime things come in the past, they have something to do with what was going on right now. So ultimately, this is Piscean energy. Reclaim your power. I think you were waiting for this moment. There just seemed to be almost like a dip in your energy, but now that's not true, because this is double Piscean energy, and then reclaim your power. What the fuck you got going on? Transformation is beautiful. That's Scorpionic energy. Oh. You know, this could have had to do with illness, really. Because Pisces also deals with healing. So it could be that, you know, life was on hold for a while as you were going through a healing process. This would have happened in the past. So it could have been emotional, but it also can be physical. And of course, one affects the other. So maybe like it just didn't feel like you had enough energy in the past. And maybe that's why you want to celebrate so much right now. Transformation is beautiful. Coming out of a cocoon, it feels like in some way you broke down. You broke down in order to be built back up, but as something else. Maybe you're actually finally starting to see something that you've been working on and something that's been draining you. You're starting to see the hard work paying off, right? It's transforming into something that you can actually see instead of just think about and visualize. It's manifesting. Okay. And then we have Spirit has a plan. So you're very much in line with, Spirit always meant to get you here. So you're very much in line with where Spirit wanted to bring you from the beginning. And that could very well be in a different place than you started out. For example, if you had thought that you wanted a certain career and that this was your life's work, all of a sudden that's not really, it doesn't really matter to you anymore. It's like you've just realigned yourself as you went through this sort of rebuilding period, especially if your health was at risk. I feel like it cleared up a lot of things in terms of you reassessing your priorities. Hold on. Yeah, in terms of you reassessing your priorities. Because once you've been through something that kind of scares you or really hurts you or makes you sad, the level of optimism that you feel now for the rest of life, and you just want to go out there and eat life up to the fullest and indulge in it and let it carry you. And ultimately, that was always Spirit's plan. You're going to feel really connected in this energy, really knowing that, hey, I've really come into myself. This is me very much on my destiny path. Overcome any obstacle. Now, this is Taurus energy. It's also saying good news. And this could be a doctor that was looking over you, watching your transformation, watching you heal, finally saying, yes, check, you're good, you're clear to go. And you can take that to as a metaphorical in terms of your job. Whatever somebody was watching over you, they were looking at you, they were maybe testing you to see if you were good enough or see if you were well enough. However that pans out in your life, this is when somebody actually was like, oh no, you're the one that I want, you're the one that I want to work with, and I'm giving you this opportunity. It's like now you are approved of. You've become, or you've been recognized as something that they absolutely want. So overcome any obstacle is overcome every obstacle that you've been struggling with for a while now. So the weight of the world will start to feel like it's lifting off your shoulders. Taurus energy, I always have to mention, is financial energy. So this is a sense of especially any kind of financial barriers. Maybe you were waiting for money to come in. Maybe you were waiting to get a raise. Maybe this was promised to you. It wasn't enough. There wasn't enough. We're waiting to see. We're waiting to see if we want to give you this opportunity. All of that crap, that's done. You've really been able to break through. Nice. Now, is that just in money? No, it's not just in money. It's in anything that you've really been struggling with, you'll start to feel has gotten lighter. But I have to mention that it's definitely Taurus energy. Life is a mystery. So there's something still yet to be discovered or that you're not certain with. 8 is also maybe more money coming in, or maybe it was a surprise. Okay, so we'll get deeper into that. Life is a mystery. Sing your own song and then time to let go. So honestly, I heard that even though you may not be sure of something, even though you may still not have the accurate answer, I think you stopped giving a shit. Not that you stopped giving shit about the opportunity, but you let go of the fear. It's going to be very difficult for you in this energy, how it's impacting you. It's just gonna be so difficult for you to not be optimistic, even if you don't necessarily know what's ahead. This is beautiful energy in that Canary, sing your own song is about you're finally liberated, you're finally free. You can finally be who you are. So that's like getting a clean bill of health and saying, oh, no more restrictions, or you can eat anything you want again, and time to let go is that scorpionic energy, whatever was making you sick, whatever was gnawing at your heart, and it could have been literal, you're able to let that go. It's time to let go of the fear. It's especially when it comes to saying something or talking or even talking to someone, and life is a mystery. This is the card that I want to get into. What is this life is a mystery card? What is this life is a mystery card? What the hell is that? What is that? Oh, there's lots of competition or red tape that you should be aware of is up ahead. I don't think that's going to get you down, but 5 of Wands means there's lots of little stuff that was crowding your way or making things more difficult for you. Queen of Swords is getting advice, maybe unexpected advice from somebody who is able to direct you, or being able to, she's like my GPS card. She's like a change of direction. She can map out the directions and figure stuff out. And even in some ways figure her way out of the red tape or all the complication or like the bullshit little details that nobody wants to deal with. And then we have the Magician, which means you are in charge of your own path. This is definitely your energy. You're figuring out a way out of all the little tricky shit. Now, how is Sagittarius doing that? I don't know. Let's see. I want to know. Maybe you guys know. It also says, almost like magic, any kind of complications you're finally going to be able to figure your way out of. What are these complications and how is that going to play out? Oh, mental conflict. Mental conflict about what? Suffering in silence. Oh no. Were you guys, yeah, this was definitely, wow. You know, mental conflict is a bunch of stuff. Suffering in silence is, you know, maybe people didn't really see how much you were hurting inside. Maybe you didn't want to let people know how concerned you were about something. Queen of Swords. And then we have the Magician. That's what you were figuring your way out of. But what were you so conflicted about? Oh, hold on. What were you so conflicted about? Emotions, something that you were feeling. And I think when it comes to this card, to the Sea, it's almost like in a way, Sagittarius, you just needed to sit with it. Instead of fighting it or trying to ignore it, you just needed to sit with it for a while. So just sit with it for a while. Why is this so hard for Sagittarius? Like, what's going on? Unfinished Symphony. So it's basically even saying into the future that there's just some stuff that you haven't been able to complete. Or you're afraid that you're never going to be able to get all of this done. That could be a recurring fear. Or that, you know, yeah, maybe that you'll always be denied this because of the conflict or complications surrounding it. Like, oh, this will never happen for me. It'll always remain, you know, incomplete somehow. This is something that you have been working on, but you've had a hard time breaking through with. You don't really understand it. Okay, so how can we help Sagittarius? How can we help Sagittarius? That doesn't make any sense. But just by being in the presence of, in other words, there are going to be a lot of people around that want to help you, or at the very least want to celebrate you and want to have fun. So if you have been in some ways keeping yourself away from being social, which you usually don't do, but maybe something has drawn you back because you didn't want to share it, or you didn't want to talk about it, or you didn't want to have any question, like answer any questions. Now is the time for you to start getting back out there. And being around friends and just allowing yourself to enjoy life. When something discombobulated happens or difficult happens, you do need to rest. You do need to separate yourself for a while. But what Spirit is saying is now you've had time to sit with your emotions. Now it's time to get back out there. Now it's time to become more social. Maybe even now it's time to talk about what you were suffering in silence about. What is this unfinished symphony? Let's check the moon cards. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What do they really need to know about this energy? Okay, so this is family concerns. You know, and honestly, this may be something that's getting to you, but you don't want to tell anybody. I don't think that it means that you're not generally happy. I think baseline right now you are. But especially if there are conflicts around family, you're keeping it pretty close to your chest. Why? You and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. Because you're worried. You're worried that everything isn't going to be all right, and that maybe the future is never going to look the same again. And the truth is, it's not. I can guarantee it's not. The future is not supposed to look the same. The future's not supposed to look the same. That's why things changed. So now it's just adapting to and like adapting to the different way things look. And then we have a new start is coming, and you and your loved ones are safe. This is new moon energy. I believe we have a new moon coming up. New moon in Aries. That's going to be pop-offish. It's also a good time to start something. Lots of beautiful energy. A new start is coming. Oh, and there's another one right here. What did I just mention? A full moon in Aries. This is it. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. So this is about confrontation of an issue. Probably the things that have been unsettling you. There's a major shift that's happening in your family dynamic. And I think that this dynamic has been bothering you for a while. Are you involved somehow with a Queen of Swords? This could actually be a person that creates a lot of, she would be very cold. She would be very calculated. Upright, she's actually really smart and productive, but it's almost like somebody that doesn't show love very abundantly. Or somebody who's kind of tried to hold back their emotions. So this could also be somebody that you're very worried about and trying to help. Okay, you and your loved ones are safe and a new start is coming. This could also suggest a new child coming into the family. A fiery climax approaches. An unfinished symphony. What do I want to choose? I just need more details for Sagittarius, please. I am blessed. This is blessings that you maybe just haven't acknowledged yet or haven't completely felt comfortable with. But like learning how to count your blessings, and the attitude of gratitude is going to bless you. And then we have Timeless Earth, which is taking time to get back to your more authentic self and spend time in nature. And that's going to help clear stuff up. I feel like things are realigning for you, Sagittarius. And even if that means in some ways you have to leave some people behind, or that, yeah, like things look different, they're permanently changed, they're actually changing more to what they naturally should have been. So this is an acknowledgement of an imbalance that you've lived in for an extended period of time that is now shifting to balanced. And it doesn't feel right at first because, you know, we all get used to our normal, but this is better. So let's go on to tarot and we'll get deeper into the reading. I'll see you guys there.